Hi everyone! Nice to see you today. What is it today? Forgot to check. Oh yeah, October 6th. It's Tuesday, October 6th. Did you have a good Chuseok? I hope you did. Mine was good. I ate some nice food. Played with my nieces and nephews, played some games, played cards, played soccer. So yeah, it's good fun. So we last met last week. We didn't have a Friday class, and again this week there's no Friday class. So schedule's a bit strange. This coming Friday is Hangul Day on October 9th. So we won't be meeting again until next Tuesday. So I hope you kind of remember some of the stuff we covered in our last lesson. We kind of talked about the holidays, when some different holidays are. So like in the case of, as I just said with Hangul Day is on October 9th. Okay. And I said before, today's date is Tuesday, October 6th. Now, if I talk about, I think I mentioned this last time, but if I talk about my birthday, if you ask me when is your birthday, I can say my birthday is May 20th. But if you ask me my date of birth, I would say it's May 20th, 1977. Okay. Now it's common when talking about like days, dates, times, days of the week, times of the day, months, years. We have to use different prepositions. The three most common ones used are at, in, on. And I prepared on my board the common uses. Now, at's pretty easy. It's just mostly times of the day. So today our class starts at 4:10 p.m. Okay, times of the day. You can see this, okay? 4:10. At noon. Let's eat lunch at noon. Noon being 12 p.m. Oh yeah, that's Koreans. I think Koreans sometimes mix up the AM and PM when talking about 12. I think Koreans think that 12 a.m. is noon, is lunchtime, and 12 p.m. is midnight, late at night. But it's the opposite. 12 a.m. is midnight. Yeah, we use the word midnight. And 12 p.m. is noon, sometimes also called lunchtime. Okay, and that's why the rest of the day, after 12 p.m., we call that afternoon. And actually, that reminds me of the joke I always like to tell. In Korea, why does it only snow in the morning? Sorry. In Korea, why does it only snow in the morning? because the rest of the day is after noon. Huh? Huh? But yeah. Anyway, yeah, we use at for talking about times of the day. Okay? Let's meet at 3 p.m. I want to have some coffee at 4:30. Okay? For, I didn't bring a tissue. I don't have a tissue with me. I have one in my pocket. It's okay. I should get a board eraser. There's a lot more examples. You use in when talking about months. The different months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. For example, in Korea, it's very rainy in July. It's very wet in July. Okay. Got the different months of the year you use in. The years. I first came to Korea in 2006. In. Seasons. I wrote just season there, but actually it should be seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Okay. So for example, it's very cold in winter. And also time periods of the day. Morning, afternoon, evening. Okay. So if I ask you, what are your plans in the afternoon? We can also say this afternoon or this evening, but yeah, you can use in for time periods of the morning, of the day. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Okay, and then on. Mostly with days. Days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So our classes are on Tuesdays and Fridays. Dates. Okay. Well, for example, and I should also put on their holidays. So for example, Hangul Day is on October 9th. And then blocks of the week. Blocks of the week. The most common of those would be like the weekend. So what are you doing on the weekend? Weekdays are also used sometimes, but most commonly on the weekend. Okay. There's going to be a little homework activity about that, where you have to finish sentences and put at, in, or on. I've prepared that as part of today's homework. Okay. Also, oh, we got lots to talk about here. What should we do next? The sports one? Yeah, let's do the sports. So, we talked about with like dates, holidays and dates and everything. And so I've said already a couple times here, Hangul Day is on October 9th. I said last week, these are called the ordinal numbers, and you change 1 to first, 2 to second, 3 to third, so on. 9 becomes ninth. I think I said already that most of them have the th ending like that. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Other ones, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Oh, and yeah, another one. Try not to confuse 12th and 20th. 12th, 20th. It's very common for Koreans to mix up 12th and 20th, or 12 and 20. So yeah, try not to mix those up. That can be a problem sometimes. So my birthday, I already said, is on May 20th. It's not May 12th. May 20th. Try to remember that in 20 and in 20th there's an N. Okay? There's no N in 12th or 12. Okay? 12 has a V in it. Okay? So yeah, most of them are like that. It gets a little bit different once we get past 20th. I'll put 20th on here. But then oops. You get 20th, and then you get 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and they continue like that, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and what's the next one? 31st. And actually, when we're talking about dates, that's the highest one. Like the last day of this month is October 31st, also called Halloween. But yeah. Now, so we use these when talking about dates, birthdays, holidays, special days and stuff. There's another situation this can be used, and it's when talking about sports. So I'm just going to go over quickly. If we look on the KBO, do you enjoy Korean baseball? I think it's okay. So. I'm going to share with you, you can look this up online too, but the 2020 KBO standings, we're nearly at the end of the season, I think. We must be. God, baseball teams play so many games. Sorry, just a second here. So right now, I think these may change a little bit. We got games tonight. But these are right now the 2020 KBO standings. Yeah, we call that the standings when we have the order of the teams like this. And so we can say that NC Dinos are in first. NC Dinos are in first, shortened to, yeah. And if I ask you like, how are KT? And you surprised? Usually KT are down here at the bottom, but KT are in second. Kiwoom. Actually, that's my favorite team, Kiwoom Heroes. I liked them when they were the Nixon Heroes before. Kiwoom are in third. LG Twins are in 4th. Doosan Bears are in 5th. So the Seoul teams are all doing quite well. Kia Tigers, not bad. They're in 6th. Maybe a lot of you are Kia Tigers fans. We're down here in Jeollanam-do, so maybe most people are Kia fans. Lotte Giants, they're in 7th. The Samsung Lions are in 8th. The SK Wyverns are in 9th. And Hanwha Eagles are in 10th. I'm going to write that one out too. Now we can say either that they're in 10th, or because they're the bottom, there's no more teams, right? We can also say that Hanwha are in last. Okay, so that's another situation where these ordinal numbers can be used when talking about sports standings. Same in like soccer, any sport, like especially with team sports, basketball, whatever. Okay, and what else are we going to do? Oh, yes. So, one more thing we're going to do today is talk about the last time you may have done something. Okay? With COVID-19, Corona, maybe we don't have as much chance to do things. We should be staying at home a lot, and a lot of activities are canceled and stuff. So what if I ask you, when was the last time you took a trip? Okay. When was the last time? And these can all be these sorts of questions. When was the last time? So you took a trip. Maybe an overnight trip, a trip somewhere. Okay, so I can't really remember. I might say, in my case, I last took a trip. I took a trip last January, I think it was. I took a trip last January. That was to Guam. Very nice. It's really, really nice. I want to go back, but maybe not yet. When was the last time you when was the last time you saw a movie? Many people now aren't going to movie theaters. You may be able to stream them. Some movies are available for streaming, like new movies. But a lot of movies are getting delayed. I want to see Black Widow next month, but I think it might end up being delayed again. When was the last time you saw a movie? So in that case, I might say I saw a movie, maybe, what am I doing here? I saw a movie 6 months ago. Might have been something like that. I'm kind of guessing. So yeah, a lot of this is talking about the last, using last and ago to talk about things you did in the past. You use last, like last night, last week, last Saturday, last year, okay? If you're just talking about the last one, the most recent day or month or week or year, or season too, last summer. You use ago if you have to count, if it's more than one, okay? So 3 weeks ago. Okay. Like, for example, I went to the library 2 weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, I went to see a movie 6 months ago. I visited Jeju-do 2 years ago. All right. So yeah, let's write that out just so you can follow. So if it's just one, or most recent, you use ago. And that's most recent is last. You can use ago for the most recent if you say a year ago, but you can only use last if it is the most recent one. Viene. So examples: last year, last week, last Friday. With ago, it's if you have to count, if it's more than one. It's so maybe not the most recent. That's not always the case, because you can say a month ago. I went to Gwangju a month ago. Or I can say last month. But for when you have to count, you always have to use ago. 2 years ago. So I said before, I went to Jeju-do 2 years ago. I went to Gwangju 4 weeks ago. I had breakfast 3 hours ago. Actually, I think it was more than that, but whatever, it's okay. 3 hours ago. Okay, so if you have to count, that's what you would use. So yeah, that's part of the homework too, is I ask you some questions. There's some questions that cover what we did, some of what we did last week as well. So I ask, like, what is today's date? And it's better if you try to use a full sentence. So if you say, today's date is Tuesday, October 6th. Yeah, what is your date of birth? So date of birth should have the year. Remember that. Your birthday, you may not, you don't have to say the year you were born. But your date of birth, you say the year. Oh, and I ask about some next holidays. So when is the next Solal, for example? The next Solal is on, and I think it's something like February 12th. I think. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that, but it's close. It's close to that. I looked it up before and I can't really remember. But the next Solal is on February 12th. I don't really care if you don't know for sure. It's more important that you use on correctly and that you can tell me a date with the ordinal number like that. If you actually get the date wrong, it's not a big deal. But if you can write a full sentence, use the correct preposition on, and use the date correctly, even if the date is wrong, that's good. Okay. And then there are also some questions about the last time you did something. So when did you last see a movie? Okay. When was the last time you met your friends? Okay. So try to answer those by saying last week, last month, 3 days ago, 5 weeks ago, 2 years ago. Okay. So that will be all. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Please let me know if you have any questions, as always. Again, there's no lesson this Friday because of Hangul Day. So we won't meet again until next Tuesday. So anyway, that gives you lots of time to do this, and I hope you don't have any trouble with it. It's everything I've covered here, so good luck with that, and have a nice week, and see you next time. Bye!